My dad recorded a voicemail every night for 3 years straight, and I never listened to a single one. When I was 16, my parents got divorced. Messy custody battle, lots of screaming, lawyers involved. I chose to live with mom because dad had started drinking heavily after losing his job at the auto plant. The final straw was when he showed up to my soccer game drunk, yelling at the ref and embarrassing me in front of everyone. Every night at exactly 9:47 p.m. my phone would buzz. Voicemail from dad. I'd swipe delete without listening. Sometimes twice a night, sometimes 3 times if he'd been drinking. The timing was always the same though. 9:47 p.m. like he set an alarm. My friends thought it was pathetic. Dude, just block him already, my buddy Trevor would say whenever my phone buzzed during our gaming sessions, but I never did. Something about completely cutting him off felt too final, too cruel, like slamming a door that I might want to open someday. This went on for 3 years. Delete, delete, delete. I figured they were just drunk rambling anyway. Probably him apologizing or making promises he couldn't keep. Classic alcoholic behavior. I'd seen enough of it. The calls never stopped, even when I went away to college, even when I got my first apartment, even when I started dating Sarah. She'd ask about the nightly calls and I'd just shrug. My dad's got issues. I graduated, got engaged, started my career at a marketing firm. The voicemails kept coming like clockwork. 9:47 p.m. every single night. I almost admired the consistency in a twisted way. Whatever else dad was, he was reliable about this one thing. Then last month, I got a call from his neighbor, Mrs. Patterson. She'd had my number from years ago when dad listed me as his emergency contact. Dad had died of a heart attack in his sleep. Found him on his couch, TV still on, remote in his hand. When I went to clean out his tiny studio apartment, I found something that destroyed me. A journal on his nightstand. Black composition notebook, the kind kids use for school. Every single page was filled with his handwriting. 3 years worth of carefully written voicemails. Not drunk rambling at all. The entries were numbered and dated. Each one was a script for that night's voicemail. Day 23. Called your mom today. She says you made varsity basketball. I wanted to tell you I'm proud, but I know you won't pick up. Coach Williams was my favorite teacher too. Tell him I said hi if you see him. Day 156. Saw your prom photos on Facebook. You look just like your mom in that blue dress. I wanted to ask if you needed money for a tux, but I figured you'd rather handle it yourself. You always were independent. Day 847. Saw you got into State University. So proud. I know you can't hear this, but I wanted you to know I've been sober for 200 days now. AA meetings every Tuesday and Thursday at St. Mark's. I even got a sponsor. His name's Phil. He lost his son too, in a different way. I kept reading, tears blurring the ink, page after page of milestones he'd watched from a distance. My first job interview. When I moved in with Sarah. When I got promoted. He'd been keeping track of my entire life through social media and mutual friends. Day 1091. 3 years clean today. I know that doesn't fix what I broke, but I thought you should know. Your cousin Jake says you're thinking about proposing to Sarah. She seems perfect for you. I hope she makes you happy. Day 1205. Your graduation is tomorrow. I bought a card, but I know I can't come. I just want you to know I'm getting help. Real help this time. Dr. Martinez says grief counseling is helping me understand why I drank. It wasn't an excuse for what I put you through. The handwriting got steadier as the entries progressed. Less shaky, more confident. I could literally see him getting better through his penmanship. Day 298. You got engaged. Saw the photos. I'm so happy for you, kiddo. I know I'll never walk you down the aisle, but I hope someday you'll let me meet her, even just for coffee. I promise I'll be the father you deserved all along. The last entry was dated the night before he died. Day 394. I know you'll probably never hear these, but recording them keeps me sober, keeps me hoping that someday you'll be ready to listen. Tomorrow marks 4 years since our last conversation. I still remember every word. You told me I was a disappointment and that you were done with me. You were right to say it. I was disappointed in myself too, but I never stopped loving you. I never stopped hoping. I never stopped trying to become the dad you needed. I love you, kiddo. I'm still here when you are. My hands were shaking as I closed the journal. I sat on his couch, in the same spot where he died, and pulled out my phone. I checked my deleted voicemails folder. All 1394 messages were still there, lined up chronologically. But as I scrolled to the bottom, I saw something that made my blood run cold. They auto-delete after 30 days.